Are we on?
Yeah, baby, we've been on. You asked me.
No way. Stop it. Oh, yeah. He always does this to me.
I always do it. I didn't do.
Babe, you got quite the production going on here.
I mean, I'm trying. It's not the greatest, but that'll do, pig.
We have a full-blown studio.
I mean, yes, we do. Yes, it is a full-blown studio, and it's something that I am still, messing with and trying to figure out and stuff. So I'm doing the best that I got I can.
It's amazing. I told you it's amazing. You're the one knocking your work.
Say it again.
I said I said you're amazing, but you're the one knocking your work.
I am, because it's just it's definitely a learning curve. But that's why there's teams that do this stuff and not the person actually recording. But hey, man, we're gonna have fun doing this. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. So let's go ahead and cue that music.
Hello, friends.
Welcome to the Couple Shift.
I'm Maria Leandra.
And I'm Jules.
And we are a husband and wife team on a mission to shift the way we live our lives and co-create what really matters.
We don't always agree, but together we're figuring it out.
Thank you for joining us. We're so glad you're here.
So, doing this video right now, we really got to fix this blind here. That's totally
Wait, so are
disheveled.
Is the shot now the two of us?
Yeah, always on the right. What you see on that is on the
Okay.
Is a shot. It's a shot. That's why.
Okay. Wow. I'm going to do a little behind the scenes. What a cheer.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you need a producer, right?
Yeah. That's why you need
That's why you need a producer.
That's why you need a producer.
So, but hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, baby. Happy Friday.
It's Friday.
Happy October
Friday,
2nd.
October 2nd.
Oh, wait. I didn't switch our...
You didn't switch our what?
Our half-hour glass timer.
Why don't you show that
And now you can
now?
see it.
And now
Yeah.
you can see it. So go ahead and show it to the audience. There it is. The half an hour yellow glass thingamajig. Okay?
Oh my God,
So-
this is so cool.
So, and what are you doing? A live thing?
No, it's not live.
Oh, you're just recording.
It's just a little.
I mean,
a
okay.
little B-roll.
A little B-roll. So yeah, baby. It's Friday. It's
Mhm.
our 9th or 10th day of doing an
Day
episode.
9, I believe.
Day 9. I've already lost track. Day 9 of doing
TCS 30 for 30.
30
I know
for
we
30.
can call
I keep
it that.
yeah, I
But
keep
you say it too.
I know.
I
'cause
heard you say it.
It was funny. No, I just say that, but I figured it was not allowed.
So is
It's
this
trademarked.
audio synced up with the video, or you're gonna
Yeah.
pair
No,
these?
no. I don't have to do anything.
Stop it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'll show you. We can talk about it after. I'm not gonna be switching cameras. This is too much of a pain in the ass. Only when I feel like you have something really long that you
But
wanted to say.
can't you come up with like a button, just one button or something?
There is. I haven't set the quick.
Okay, but yeah,
I'll figure that out.
yeah, maybe even in the little number pad.
Yeah, there's
Can't
like
you-
I can do a hotkey. I just I got a hotkey.
Hotkey.
Yeah, I gotta do a hotkey, and I just
Ay, you look so sexy.
I just haven't done it
Look
yet.
at you.
So
Okay, so where is this gonna be so that anybody who's listening to day 9 can? We're gonna put this on our YouTube channel, right?
yeah, the YouTube channel that we don't really have.
We do have it.
I know
We have a TCS YouTube channel. Have we put anything on it? No, because we've been putting them on the Maria Leandra one.
Yeah. So we'll figure that out.
Oh yeah, easy breezy.
Okay.
So yesterday I snuck in a new cover art for our podcast for that one episode.
Oh, wait. Oh, just for that episode,
yeah,
you didn't actually...
I didn't know where to change it completely.
All right, well, then I'll show you how to do that.
But I just snuck it in as a way to like mark October 1st, new vibe. I like it.
You know what I noticed about doing this is that I can't look at you. I have to be focused.
I know, there's like a whole other
And
level.
so you're just looking at me.
But you know what this reminds me of is when we first started doing the podcast, you were like an octopus focusing on all the things. And then now it's like second nature to you. So this is going to be the same thing. There's always a learning curve. And then it's, a couple weeks from now, you're going to be like doing it with your mind.
Yeah, and then I'm going to do some overlay graphics so I can have our names and stuff like that.
Fuck
You know, oh, we'll get it. We'll learn.
Does it look weird that I'm looking to the side? It doesn't, right? Because that's like
That's
what
your
people...
choice. If you don't want to look at the screen, you don't have to. Yeah.
No, I know, but when I'm
mean, you don't
thinking
have to look at the
about
monitor.
videos of people doing podcasts, it's kind of like that. They're not looking straight into the camera.
Yeah, no,
like,
they're not looking at the camera. No.
Yeah.
It's just showing. So this is our studio.
This is our studio. This is our his
Our
and
studio
hers
office. His and hers office.
I told I sent a picture to my friend Natalie, and she said that's literally like left brain, right brain. The way the office is like cut in the middle.
I didn't think of it that way, but yeah, there's literally a little miniature wall with all this imagination on this side and all this practicality on my side, except for the arrow that's floating on top of my head, and the window blind that's broken.
I know.
I don't
now
even
we really
care.
gotta fix it.
Now we really gotta fix it. I mean, I can.
But
put
you
a
don't
curtain up.
care. Maybe
really,
I shouldn't care either.
I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. I mean, it's just, you know, we're messing around. We're having fun here. We're having fun here, people.
Yeah.
So so today we're gonna go. Actually, what are we doing today? Tell the people what we're doing today. We're gonna go.
You know,
are we doing it or no?
doing what?
Are we gonna go look for houses?
Oh.
It's rentals. We're looking about moving for a temporary period. Yeah, I don't care.
Transparency is our word of the year as a couple.
Transparency. So yeah, we're gonna go.
I haven't told anybody, so let's just mention it on the podcast.
I don't care. I haven't told anybody either.
Had you told anybody?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
No,
cool,
we're gonna go look
cool,
at.
cool,
We're gonna
cool.
go. We're just looking, guys. So
Yeah.
you know, we'll just go. We're gonna go.
Yeah.
But not just looking
we're
online.
Manifesting some expansion.
We've looked exactly. We're manifesting some expansion. That's exactly what we're thinking.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And actually, that's a really great point. I'm glad you brought it up because I realized for a while we, of course, wanted to expand our physical space. It represents a lot for us at this point in our lives. And we were stuck in the fact that this may not be the right time to buy. Can we buy? We have our own business. There's all these factors that change the scenario versus where we were before, right? Financially speaking, and of course with, you know, all the stuff happening this year, everything. So, but I felt that the moment we decided and we said, you know what, maybe we rent a house for a year, and that released and just created momentum. I'm really big on that momentum, and that when you want to create something in your life, you can't just sit there and think about it. You've got to take action on it, because then it normalizes it. So the fact that we've been looking at houses, the fact that today we're going to see something, which I don't think will pan out what we're going to go see today, but it doesn't matter. It's about being in the flow of it. You know what I mean? And it makes a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. There might be something that we actually be like, we walk into it and we're like, oh man,
that's true.
This works perfectly what we want, what we need.
Do you want to talk about, I think it would be cool to talk about the reservations, or let's say the old stories we've carried about renting versus buying.
It's like leasing a car.
Yeah.
And some people will be like, what's wrong with leasing a car? There's nothing wrong with leasing a car.
Right.
I've
leased 2 cars in my life. You've never leased a car.
No, I leased a car.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I have leased a car. And it's funny. Good thing
Was that the Genesis?
Yeah, a good thing I had gap insurance, because I had a car accident. I mentioned this recently, actually. Yeah. And it was a total loss. So that's a perfect reason why not to get a lease is because, I mean, you have gap insurance, so I didn't own anything, but I'm out of a car.
Yeah.
After paying the lease, it's a glorified rental. So, but there's some people who will be like, yeah, but I don't want to deal with the hassle of maintenance and stuff like that. I totally get that. I totally agree with that. That can be a headache. But at the same time, if you pay off your car, like I finished paying off my car, it's nice. You just that's it. I don't have to worry about that. And we pay off your car next year too. So it's going to be like free and clear. So, that's a nice benefit, especially if the car is not old and it's running fine and no issues. Awesome.
Yeah.
But when it comes to renting a house, it's a similar idea. You don't own it. You don't have to worry about the roof in a couple of years. You don't have to, you just like whatever. But at the same time,
like the big core things that.
Right. But at the same time, that's it.
Yeah.
It's not a permanent. It's not a permanent thing. So.
Yeah. And I think that both you and I had these, and it's like stories, beliefs, whatever, about you just don't do that. You buy your house,
Don't do what?
rent. Like for
I
me,
never-
there's like this
I
difference
never-
between, because I've
no.
rented plenty of apartments in my
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
When I lived in
When you
LA,
lived in LA
lived in a few different places,
Right.
and even here in Miami, I moved here into this apartment, but then I went with my ex. We rented a place in the design district, which had a beautiful view and all that stuff. So for me, renting, the story I've had in my head is renting is more for a certain period of your life, and then there's that afterwards and you know what it
You
is?
settle.
It's not even so much about what I think, it's more about caring, like, oh well, what will other people think, which of course we know is complete BS.
Yeah, who cares?
And releasing that is really powerful, because everybody's going to have their own opinion. Some people we have friends that rent and they're going to be like, it's a great idea. And we have friends that own, or family or whatever, and they're going to be like, what are you doing? And you know what?
Let's be clear. You're talking about my family. So I mean, no.
Yes, I am.
Awesome.
Because my family would be like, awesome.
Yeah, cool.
My dad is more practical and might be
No,
like,
your dad
oh,
would probably
but
be like, "Why? What's wrong?
know,
Everything is fine where you're at." And
right.
And so
He'd be like, why are you spending that extra money if you're fine in the place that
that's the attitude of
you have right now that you own?
My family will be like, "Oh, well, get your business, situated and all that stuff." And right now, things are difficult. This is a really, everybody's dealing with a lot with COVID and stuff like that. How it's messed up your finances, things like that, right?
Yeah. Well, hold on. Are you talking about our finances?
No,
in the business?
I'm talking about in general.
In general, yeah.
I'm talking about in general.
Business wise, I've seen, specifically for the stuff that I do and we do, there's definitely been a resurgence and an opportunity.
There's an opportunity, absolutely.
So,
but I'm just saying,
we're
in
well
general,
positioned versus
right
where we were before, I think.
But you know what's changed? I mean, the obvious thing, the elephant in the room, is my health.
Mm-hmm.
My health has become a factor in this, and I love the where we're at. I love our place, our apartment. Where we live. It's been great. We don't have to worry about paying it or anything like that. But we're squeezed. Yeah. You know what I mean?
We've way outgrown it.
We way outgrown it.
And even though we can technically, it's interesting because for me, it's more of an, of course, I see the world through like energy. It's more of an energetic outgrowing. Like it's definitely a physical outgrowing, but for me, it's more of a representation of where we want to expand, stretch, just have more room, bring in even more light, and begin to set the tone for other things that we want. And it's interesting because one of the things I've heard from other coaches and things like that over time is you've got to stretch into, it's basically like the hermit crab that moves into the bigger shell and then grows into it, rather than the shell's just going to bust. Like you actually move into what you want to create. It's like you dress for the job you want, that kind of vibe. And as long as you're not doing it totally outside of your means and you're being completely irresponsible about it, you got to stretch yourself. So we're at that point now where we had to make that decision of what do we really want to experience here in our lives? And for us, it doesn't require a whole lot. It's just that move into something that feels more spacious, and sets the tone for what's next. And we find ourselves in a space where, because of the new changes with ALS and everything, is deciding where we're going to buy a house now to potentially spend the next X amount of years of our lives may not be the right decision.
Yeah.
I don't think we're there. I think we still have to understand what will be the best scenario for us in terms of the things we're going to need. You know what I mean? I don't think we know that yet. And I don't think we can say if you're going to get into a 30-year mortgage, it's like, it doesn't feel, I don't know. It feels like we don't know what that ideal place will be. And who knows if we end up moving someplace else because we find some incredible therapy or something, which, you know, we've always been open to.
Yeah. And so that's the thing. We don't know. Okay. So if there's something that happens somewhere else in the country or outside the country, and there's an opportunity for us, and then we're stuck in a home that we've purchased and we're stuck paying that.
Yeah.
Right. And now we're trying to figure out, okay, now we're trying to navigate that.
Yeah.
It's just more of a headache. So if we rent, okay, the lease, whenever it runs out, we move forward from there.
Yeah. And then, like you were saying before, the maintenance aspects, like all the things that come with a house, it's a next, it's a big next step of things that have to be done to maintain. And we'll still have to do all those things, obviously, because when you're renting a house, you're taking care of it, but not to the degree as if we own it. And yes, of course, owning a house is a wonderful thing. And also the world is changing in massive ways. So who knows? Who knows? October is going to come with a lot of changes. We're already seeing them. And things will keep shifting in ways that we don't even understand yet.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this month. I know this month's going to be good for us. It's going to be an expansion month for us. And
an expansion month.
You love it when I give you those words, don't
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like yesterday. Okay, I got to say this because this was adorable yesterday.
Okay.
So Skylar finds a penny in the car, right? In your car. He finds a shiny penny. So he comes in all excited from Jules picking him up at school. And I open the door. He's like, Mommy, I have a penny. And I was like, oh, my God, Skylar, you have a lucky penny. He was like, see, Mommy, this penny is going to be $1 or something. He said something like that.
He didn't say that.
No, wait. He did. This penny. He said to me, this penny is like $1. And I was like, yeah. And then you said, Mommy and Papi are going to be turning pennies into dollars pretty soon.
He said he wanted to use the penny, to buy something.
Right, but he said a thing about $1.
I don't think he said anything about $1. He did. I really don't think he said.
Okay, tell your story your way.
Okay, he finds the penny. He found it actually the day before, and in the car. And I was like, "No, it's yours, Papo." And he's like, "Oh, whatever." So he puts
excited beyond belief.
Super excited. So he puts it next to his car seat, and then he saw it again when we were all together yesterday, and that's when he said, "I'm gonna buy something because we went to Target."
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to buy something at Target with the penny. I want to buy this. He said, I forgot what he said, but he didn't say he was gonna make it $1. And then I said, bueno, Papo, Mommy and Papi are going to be making a lot of pennies into a lot of dollars.
Yeah.
And that's when you were like, oh, my God.
Yeah, I was like, oh, my God. I love it when you talk like that. But, yeah, Skylar and this penny. And I asked him, like, what are you going to buy with this penny? And I think first he said bananas. And you said we already had bananas. He was like, oh. And it was just adorable.
Yeah.
Just absolutely adorable.
Yes.
The thrill of having that penny in his possession.
So yes, and I'm really not trying. Do not try, right? Mm-hmm. Do or do not.
There is no try.
There is no try.
Yes.
To really manifesting what we want in our lives, and I always kind of agree with you. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm just gonna make her happy. Like, yeah.
Exactly. Where is this going? Yeah.
Exactly. It's just like, but I really. You got to feel it, right? Yeah. And every time we've had some breakthrough like that, it's because we both feel it. Like this is our time. This is when it's going to happen. So October is our month this year, and we're going to be expanding, like I said, and everything's going to be great. And some people may have, some of our friends or our family may have different opinions about the choices we make, but
they've had them all along.
Yeah, of course. And YOLO, okay? And I, I'm sorry.
Do your thing.
Listen.
That's why it's the couple shift.
That's why it's a couple shift. But not to bring down the tone. But I don't know how I'm gonna be a year from now. Mm-hmm. I really don't.
Yeah.
I really don't know where how my body will change in over a year. I mean, just to give you an idea, last year, what was it? In October, both my hands were fine.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have any issues with my hands.
Yeah.
Now I have a splint. Where is it?
Oh, it's down there. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I have this
I
guy.
love how we have video for all this show and tell.
Look at this guy. So this is a stabilizing splint that I wear at night or when I'm just not doing anything for my left hand because I can't keep my pinky straight. And it's because it's just the way the muscles that have been affected in my hands, because that's where my ALS started, is in my arms. And for many people, it starts in different places. So it can either start in your legs, in your throat, I think it is. And that's the worst one. That's the fastest one. And then in your arms. And the arms tend to be the slower one. And so for mine, that's where it started. And what's happened is the muscles that keep your hands straight, which you don't even think about. Like, you don't think about this kind of stuff until you lose it. You know what I mean? You don't think about this kind of stuff until you all of a sudden like, hey, why isn't this working? That's what happened to me with my right thumb and also with my left hand. And it's affected me differently. So my right hand, it's my thumb and my pointer that I don't have the strength with. And then my left hand is these 3 fingers that I feel more comfortable just doing that kind of position. For those who listening, it looks like I'm doing Shooter McGavin, like I'm like giving you the gun pose with my fingers, and it's because the muscles on the back of your arm, those have atrophied, while the ones in my forearm, right? Am I making sense here? Has still the strength. So what they're doing is just pulling the hand down, and there's no counter to that, and so that's why my hands are like that.
Yeah.
Right. And so I don't know where I was going with this, but the point being, I don't know where I'm going to be physically in a year. And what I don't want is to be here.
Yeah.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
And if somebody has a problem with that, go fuck yourself. I'm being honest. Just go, I'm sorry. No, I want to experience that home experience, that different experience. And this is what I feel that we have to do.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're going for.
100%. 100%, babe. Well said. You even enrolled me further.
Okay, good.
Shit.
So,
yesterday I had a great conversation with Tom that reminds me of what you just said. It wasn't about the house, but it was about how I keep emerging into my truth and speaking my truth. And he's like, that's who you are. Like, you can't not be that, say that. And he's like, you know what you're going through, MA? I was like, what?
oh boy.
You're going through the fuck you revolution. And I was like, yes.
That's
and
our
I said, you know
therapist.
what? That's our therapist. Tom's the fucking best. And I said, you know what, Tom? I've been calling it, and literally for the past couple of days before, I've been calling it the Creatrix Revolution. There's more to that we'll go into in another episode. And I said, Tom, I've been calling the Creatrix Revolution. And it's the same thing. He's like, I know. Because, yeah. He's like, I had mine too. And he told me about, him being a certain age and whatever. And it's that what you just said is part, I think, we're both, you and I, in this space. And it's really powerful. And it's like, this is what true maturity looks like. How do you step off the hamster wheel of life into a deeper level of your own understanding of who you are emotionally, physically, spiritually, and understanding that the evolution happens when you detach from even the physical stuff, like the vessel, like, understanding that we're so much more than these bodies, and not taking any moment for granted. There's so many things, and I think most human beings are craving for that ultimate, like, F you to anything that's stopping me, anything that feels like it's limiting me in any way. That for the most part comes externally, because the decisions we make are more from a reactionary standpoint, like, oh, what will they say, so I'm going to react this way, rather than what do I really desire, which is what you just expressed. So, whew.
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
Expansion.
Expansion.
So,
Mm.
do you have anything else you want to talk about? Because I'm good. I feel complete.
You feel complete?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I think we're
Let's
going to
complete it in. Let's bring it home.
I think we're going to bring it home here. So, guys, remember to rate, review, and subscribe. Baby, I love you.
I love you, baby.
All right, guys.